Desperate times lead to desperate actions. What? Again? Except this time, everything seems to be unraveling for Mayor Holland. You ain't gonna see me lose any sleep over that. Hey, Commander Fennec here, and I must say this start surprised me. Knox and Chill jumped over the edge to bypass the barricade, but why didn't the enforcers just not get through their own barricade to grab them? Well, there were too many people there. True, but at the same time, no one yet knew the truth. I'm certain some would have gladly got on the side of law and justice, you know, like they were being when Knox and Chill started talking to them later on. Not possible they would have all been on their side. Well, this episode did have a few inconsistencies for the story to happen. Always a disappointing writing decision. That aside, it's one thing to plan a course of action in your head, it's another to see it take shape in real life. That's the difference between theory and practice right there. And for Bernard, he's seeing everything falling apart around him. There are too many variables for him to control, and we see him slowly, but so surely, start to panic. Is that why he made Lucas his shadow? That certainly came out of the blue. All because he's hoping this scanned letter Lucas managed to retrieve from the hard drive he repaired holds the key to something? But how can a letter from the head of the rebellion 140 years ago help him now? My guess is he's fixated on something he has some control over. An IT problem is much more satisfying to delve into than trying to stop a rebellion when you realize every step you've taken is just making everything worse. Killing Meadows was a terrible move. But it's great on paper. Frame the heads of Mechanical, blame them for everything that happened, as everyone has done through the ages, and everything goes back to normal. Except it hasn't. Because people won't do what they're told, especially when they're being framed, and they're resourceful. And it also didn't take into account Sim's wife, Camille, who's got her own agenda to... what? Get her husband to replace him as mayor or something? It's not entirely clear what's going on with her, but... she's not on Bernard's side, that's for sure. And Paul doesn't happen to be on anyone's side. He's on the side of the law, GG, which makes him yet another unplanned variable for Bernard, and one that's currently not going his way. Well, let's see. He killed his best friend to restore order, and it only made things worse. He wanted to starve Mechanical out, but they now have access to a farm. He wanted Knox and Cheryl arrested, but now... Paul suspects foul play, so Bernard's disconnected all radios. If that doesn't scream guilty, nothing does. And Sims is plotting something, likely against him. Or Camille is. It's hard to tell which one of them is doing the machinations now. My money's on Camille. Like how clear the power dynamic is between Bernard and Lucas. Talk about a heck of a promotion, though. Just yesterday he was sentenced to death in the mines, and now he's going to be privy to all of the Silo's secrets. Like I said, desperate times, desperate measures. One thing I'm not too sure about is Mark Chambers. What about him? Well, I've no problem with a disabled character in general, but in a silo that's all stairs, and especially a silo that has no problem performing eugenics, how would he have survived? Well, Walker was stuck in her room for 25 years, so food and other necessities could be brought to him wherever he is, just like others would have done for her. And maybe he's viewed as an essential worker. Okay, that's a good point. But then there's his wheelchair. Well, what about it? Well, the whole silo's got a more of a steampunk vibe than a cyberpunk one, with tech deliberately withheld from the masses so they can be more easily controlled and surveyed. Anyone think his powered wheelchair is just a little too advanced for the available tech? That's a good point. It looks like the same chair the actor uses in real life, only more grungy. Maybe a bulkier device or a manual chair with someone wheeling him around might have been more in keeping with the environment. And we didn't get to see much of Juliet. She's recuperating from a severe infection. I gotta love medicine. Powerful drugs for her to recover so quickly, mind. I still find it amazing how Knox and Shaw survived throwing themselves off the edge using a steel cable. And now, they're leading a revolt totally unscathed. Well, Knox got that cut on his back. It's barely a scratch, GG. My own gripe would be with the time it takes to go up and down the silo. From what I recall in Season 1, when the old mayor decided to take one last trip through it, it took her days, but now it seems that you can travel through all the levels as fast as taking an elevator. Silo dwellers must have amazing calf muscles. Must do. But hey, it's a story, and gripes aside, it's all about how it makes you feel, and here, I was totally engaged. I found it so sad when Dr. Nichols and Walker had a chat, and how Walker firmly believes that Juliet couldn't have survived long despite having that special tape. Well, there's a lot going on, and a lot of setup for coming episodes, which often makes it hard to judge an episode on its own. Impossible, more like! But they can only keep the tension going for so long. Something better happen soon.